Morning, friends. Welcome back.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, this is your second demo session, and people who are joining today, I just want to tell them, yesterday we have conducted a basic demo session, and that particular demo session is available on YouTube. You can just go and visit the YouTube. There we have the DURGASOFT channel, and you can just go through that recorded session. Okay, so these are some basic sessions. Demo sessions are obviously basic sessions just to interact with the people and just to share more information with cloud. Okay, so whatever we discuss in these basic classes, we'll go through all these things in more details in our regular classes. Fine. So this is your second demo session, and let us try to see what we can do in this session. Okay, so yesterday, like I have introduced myself here. I have introduced my new experience and all those things. Okay, so then what we did, we saw the pre-requirements, and we know this very well, right? Whatever pre-requirements are needed to learn this cloud computing, we'll be covering all these things in our classes. So if you are fresher from any background, it's not like you have to come from the IT background only. If you're coming from like arts background or accounts background, commerce background, or any XYZ background, marketing background, finance background, it doesn't matter. Cloud computing is open for all, because this particular course that we have designed here, this course we have designed in such a way, like if you're coming from any background, you will not face any difficulty in learning this particular course. So we'll be starting everything from basics and we'll go up to the advanced level. Okay, so whatever pre-requirements are there, we'll be covering all the pre-requirements here. Done. So that's the reason I have written as no pre-requirements are needed here. Fine. Okay, you just need to know how to use a computer. That's it. And you should know, like, okay, there is a question here like, I'm a fresher, can I go with AWS? The answer is yes. If you're a fresher, or if you're having some experience in IT, or if you're having experience in any of the other field, there is no issue here, my friend. Cloud computing, like I said to you, is open for everyone. There is so much demand in cloud computing as of now that you should, if you know the concept of cloud, that is more than enough for you to start your career or to get a job. There are no ifs and buts here. There is no need for you to come from this specific background, or there is no need for, see, everyone is a fresher. A person who is having, let's say, 10 years of experience or 5 years of experience or 2 years of experience now, at once he was a fresher. So every person is a fresher. That is the one thing. And the second thing here is, in a company, if they need 20 cloud administrators, for example, let's say small company or a medium-sized company, they need 20 cloud administrator. Can they take all the 20 cloud administrators as experienced people? If they take 20 cloud administrators as experienced people, then you know how much salary they need to pay. They need to pay huge salary, right? So a company cannot afford to pay that much salary to this many people. So what they do here actually, you know how the companies work here. Okay, they need 20 people. Fine. Out of 20 people, 3 to 4 people are having experience of, let's say, like 4+ years, or let's say 5 years. 10 people are having experience of, let's say, 12 months, or let's say 18 months. Remaining all the people, let's say 5 to 6 people are having zero experience. So every company, every job, it will be like this. Some people are having some experience, but most of the people are freshers. Okay, so don't worry about your background. Don't worry you're a fresher, or don't worry you're having an experience in any XYZ field. Like say you are coming from accounts background, or maybe someone is a Java programmer here, maybe someone is a Python developer here. It doesn't matter, my friend. Now you're starting your cloud computing today. Let's say this is your first day or second day. You're at the right place. No need to worry about anything. You can learn everything. You can get a job in any company. Okay, fine. There is one more question here. Like, I think 2 weeks back, AWS classes started at 8 a.m. No, we have not started. I have not started any batch at 8 a.m. 2 weeks back. So maybe some other batch was started at 8 a.m. by some other faculty, but this is a new batch and this is just the second demo here, Rajesh. So I'm not going to club any batch with anyone. Okay. So this is a new batch. This is just the second demo session of this particular batch. And there is one more question coming here. What about certification for AWS? Okay, I'll come to the certification part within some time, Vishal. So let us go with some basics and then we will go with the certification part. Okay, fine. Great. So like I said yesterday, please try to keep the chat box as busy as possible. Okay, try to send your questions in the chat box so that I can address your questions in very easy way. Fine. And at the end of the session, if you want to talk to me directly, you can simply unmute yourself. This is not only for the demo session. This is till the end of our course. Remember, I told you every session is recorded here and each and every recording will be shared with you. Starting 3 demo sessions, it will be available on YouTube. After these 3 demo sessions, these sessions will be shared with the people who have joined for this particular course. Okay, so please make sessions very interesting by sending your questions. No need to worry about the question maybe is good, bad, whatever doubt you have, please send the question in the chat box. That doubt may help you in understanding the concept, as well as the doubt may help the other people understanding the concept. Okay, fine. Now, so this was the pre-requirements. Like I said yesterday, no pre-requirements needed here. So whatever pre-requirements we need, I'll be covering all the pre-requirements. That is the one thing. Okay, now what is cloud computing was the biggest question of our yesterday session. Now today also let us go with the same question. What is cloud computing? What we did yesterday was we took 2 examples, right? We took the example of data and we took the example of application. So what it means, data means what? Data means any form of data, right? Any information, any file, any folder, everything comes under data. So how you can keep data, where you can keep data? There are 2 options here. One option is you can keep data in your company, in your local storage, in your local server. Okay, one option is local storage. So if you want to keep data in local storage, what you have to do, if you want to keep data in the local storage, you just need to buy some storage here. Okay, and you need to keep the data in that particular storage and you need to maintain that particular storage. Okay, before I go to the data, hopefully I'll be addressing the last question right now. Then I'll take questions after some time. And there is a question here like, I'm MBA with BCom background. Okay, I'm MBA with BCom background. Am I eligible? You're 100% eligible here, my friend. Okay, you're 100% eligible. There is no need for you to worry. Please try to concentrate on this session. Please try to understand what is cloud computing. Okay. I'll just say again loud and clear, there is no issue if you are coming from any background with any experience or with zero experience. You're 100% eligible to learn this course. You'll be 100% eligible to get a job in a company in cloud computing. Done? Okay, so coming to the storage, coming to the data again, where data can be stored in the local storage. And you know how this storage looks actually, the storage device? Normally, whenever we say storage, we think about the hard disk or a pen drive, right? Storage devices will be like this in companies. Obviously, hard disk will be there, but it will be a very big device. Say this is a storage device. There is a company called EMC. That particular company can, provide you the physical storage for your company. See, all these are different hard disks. So see, it's a very big device, right? It's a device which can have some hundreds of TB of storage. So these are the devices they use in companies. Okay, these are the devices they use in companies. So if you want to use this device in your company to store data, you can simply bring this device in your company. You can store data. But you know what we need here to store data within your company on a storage device? First thing we need here is storage admin. That is what we need. We need physical storage. Okay. And we need to, troubleshoot. Whenever there is a problem, we need to troubleshoot them. Okay. We need to maintain what we need to maintain. Whenever there is some upgradation part, whenever we need to increase some resources, we need to maintain all these things. Okay. So if you want to go with your local storage, these are some of the things that we need to take care. Okay, this storage administrator team will be there, and this storage should be a physical storage. Okay, whenever there is a problem, we need to troubleshoot and we need to maintain this storage. So we have all these things to do in our local storage. Now, instead of local storage, in case if I go with, let's say, cloud storage, you know what I have to do in cloud storage? I just need to know what is the cloud storage here. Like, for example, when we go with this Google Drive, everyone or most of you are having an account in Google, right? Okay, Gmail. Sorry. So most of you are having an account in Gmail. So what we can do in Gmail, we have the option of Google Drive in Gmail. So once you create a Gmail account, you will get a Google Drive. And what exactly is a Google Drive? Google Drive is a storage. Google Drive is a 15 GB storage that Google is providing to us. So what we need to do here, we just need to create an account. We just need to create an account and we will get 15 GB free space there. And in this 15 GB free space, we can store our data. We can upload our files and we can store our data there. Whatever personal documents are there, whatever family photos are there, okay, whatever documents that are related with your company, whatever documents that are related with your properties or, ID proofs and all those things we can upload here and we can keep our documents in safe and secure place. So next time when you want to access your data, you can access your data from anywhere by just, connecting to this Google Drive here. So this storage is which storage? This storage is your cloud storage. When you store data in cloud, means you're storing data in a Google server or Amazon server or Microsoft server, then the storage is called cloud storage. See, as of now, it is 15 GB. But if you want to increase the storage here, what you can do? In next couple of minutes, I can increase my storage from 15 GB to 100 GB. How much I need to pay here? I need to pay 130 rupees per month. How much space I'll get here? No, 100 GB space I'll get here. 100 GB is actually a very huge space, my friend. 100 GB is too much storage. Normally, what we do in our local computers, in our laptops, we store many movies and games and some different stuff. So maybe 500 GB is also not looking enough for us, right? But in companies, there are no movies, there are no games, okay? We are not storing our personal data there. So whatever documents are there or whatever data is there that is related to companies, that is too much data. 100 GB will be like too much for that particular data, okay? So if you take 100 GB, you are simply paying 130 rupees for that 100 GB per month. It's a very great deal actually. Okay, now what are the advantages we have now? If I go with this 100 GB, what are the advantages I have? The advantages here are, there is no need for me to manage the storage physically, no need for me to troubleshoot, no need for me to maintain. I just need to connect to this storage. I need to use the storage. I should know some basic configuration of this storage. That's it. That is more than enough here, my friend. Everything will be taken care by the cloud provider, the Google, Amazon, Microsoft, whoever is providing you the storage, everything will be taken care by them. So we just need to connect to the storage and we just need to use the particular storage. This is as simple as this, my friend. Okay, so cloud storage and local storage, these are the two options we have here. So if you go with the local storage, there are many ifs and buts, there are many issues we have to face. But if you go with the cloud storage and if you store data over the cloud, data will be more secure. At any given time, we can increase and decrease the storage capacity. Okay, at any time we can access our storage from anywhere. The only condition here is we need to have internet connection every time. What we need to have? We need to have internet connection every time. Now see, we are in August 2023. Do you think internet is a problem today? Let's say India or any other country. Obviously no, right? There is no problem with the internet. If you go back in the year 2010, for example, let's say 13 years before, okay, internet was not so properly designed in most of the countries across the globe, right? Or most of the countries have internet in major cities and metro cities. But today, in a country like India, if you go to a village, maybe you can see 300 to 500 smartphones, isn't it? If you go to a small village, a remote village, how many mobile phones you can see? 300 to 500. Every mobile phone you are getting at least 2 GB of data every day, right? So internet is not at all an issue nowadays, my friend. So connecting to the cloud storage and storing data on the cloud storage is more cheaper, more safer, okay? And that is the best option we have. Scalability will be there every time. Anytime we can increase the storage, anytime we can decrease the storage. So, Amazon is a company that offers you storage technologies. There is something called EBS storage, Elastic Block Store. There is something called S3, Simple Storage Service. So there are different services we need to learn. There are different services we need to understand. Done. So that is all about storage, because storage is a place where we need to store data. But once we go with cloud computing, it will take at least 1 week for me to go through all these storage technologies theoretically and practically. What we are learning here is we are simply trying to understand what is storage. That's it. But like I said it will take at least 1 week for me to go through theoretical part and the practical part of storage. Clear? So one of the main thing that we do in cloud is understanding the concept of storage and understanding how we can store the data inside that particular storage. Okay, coming to applications. Now I'm asking a very simple question. Hopefully I'll get an answer from your side. To run any application, first of all, what is the application? There are different types of applications, right? Application can be a email server, a web server, a file server, a database server. Everything is an application. As of now, we are using how many applications? I am connected to Zoom meeting here. You are connected to Zoom meeting. So that is the application. I am connected to google.com. This is a web server. That is the application. Maybe from morning, I have connected to PhonePe or Google Pay to pay some money. That is the application. I have seen my WhatsApp messages. That is the application. So there are different types of applications available. Okay. So my question to you is, where we can run a application? I repeat, where exactly we can run our application? This was the discussion we had yesterday actually. So I'll be repeating the question again. Where we can run, exactly, Rajesh, we can run the application on operating system, right? Great. And where the operating system will be running here? Operating system will be running on a server machine. Fine. The operating system will be running on a server machine. This is the whole story here, my friend. Applications are running on operating system and operating system is running on a server machine. Now the question here is, from where I can take the application, from where I can take the operating system and the physical machine. One way is you can take your hardware from a company like IBM, HP, Dell. These are the companies that will provide you the server hardware. Okay, so to run an application, we need a server hardware, and then we need server operating system. These are the two things we need to have. We need to have a server hardware and we need to have a server operating system. So both the things we need to buy. Server hardware we need to take from companies like IBM, HP, Lenovo, Toshiba. And server operating system is what? Windows or Linux. But my friend, what I do now? I will not take any server hardware. I will not take any server OS. What I do here is I will just connect to my cloud. In cloud, I will take server plus OS. Cloud is providing me with the server and it is providing me with the operating system. So I can just go there and I can take this server hardware, whatever hardware I need, and I can just take this server operating system. I'll show you a very small demo today, like how easy it is for me to take a server. Okay. Now see here, friends, I'm sitting in India. I'm sitting in India in a city like Hyderabad. Okay. I have an account in AWS. So in coming classes, we will see how to create a AWS free tier account. Every person should have this account so that you can do all the practicals. Without this particular account, you cannot do any practicals here, my friend. You just need to have a computer with the internet connection and this AWS free tier account. So what you can do here, you can do all the practicals, whatever you need. See here, gain free hands-on experience with the AWS platform, products and services. So in coming classes, I will show you how to create a AWS account. Now what I'll do here, I will simply sign in here into my account. Okay, so I have a password here. Done. I have logged in successfully here. So this is your AWS account. So once you go to a company, your AWS account will look exactly like this. Once you create your account will look exactly like this. So this is called console. This is called AWS console. Here we can see all the different services here. See, there are different services here. And if you want to access more services, we can access more services. You know why AWS is very famous? AWS is very famous because AWS is providing the most number of services. Fine, AWS is providing more and more services. You know, if you go and see your hospitals, like for example, how I can take the example of services here is, if you go to any hospital, hospital is providing different services, right? But you know, there are certain hospitals which are more famous. Like for example, if I take the hospital like Apollo, Apollo is quite famous because in Apollo, you can get cancer treatment. There will be some, cardiologist. There can be some, general physician. Okay. There can be a department for the children's. There can be a department for the, especially for women. And there can be a department for some other thing like, there are many things like dentist will be there. There can be some department for like skin specialist. So Apollo is very famous hospital because it is providing different services. If you go to some other hospital, maybe dentist will not be there, or maybe, cancer specialist will not be there, or maybe, children's doctors will not be there. But there are certain hospitals which are very famous because they are providing many services. Just try to compare this example with cloud. Amazon is a cloud provider. Amazon is the #1 cloud provider for last 10, 12, 15 years. And Amazon will be the #1 cloud provider for many more years to come. This is the statistics actually. These are the statistics. Every year they will do survey, and according to survey, Amazon is the #1 cloud provider because Amazon is providing more services compared to any other cloud provider. Okay, and Amazon is providing services from multiple locations. See, these are the locations here. You can see Singapore location. In India, you can see Hyderabad location, Mumbai location. These are the 2 locations we have in India. And if someone is from Japan, Tokyo, if someone is from Europe, they can go to Ireland, London, Paris. We have like many other locations. So Amazon is providing services from all these different locations. Okay, we will connect to the Sydney location. What we will do now is we will do a very simple lab here. We will create a server in Sydney region and we will see how we can connect to the server. See, creating a server and connecting to the server in cloud is a very simple work. If you know how to do that, obviously it is very simple, right? So I will just connect to the Sydney region. You can see here, I am just connected to the Sydney region here. Sydney is a city in Australia. You know this very well. And Amazon people have a data center in the Sydney region. What they have, friends? They have a very big data center in the Sydney region. And by the way, how the data centers looks, we know this very well, right? Let me just show you again. Data center. These are your data centers, my friend. Say someone is working there. He might be a cloud administrator or a networking guy, or maybe a storage administrator. At the end of the day, I can say he's part of a cloud team. See the size of the storage here. See the size of the data center here, my friend. Data center can be bigger than 20 football grounds. If you combine 20 football grounds, if you attach 20 football ground, just imagine how big the ground will become. So these data centers can be bigger than those football grounds. So these are the data centers we have in cloud. And who is managing these data centers? Amazon people are managing these data centers. Microsoft people have their own data centers. Google people have their own data centers. So different companies have their data centers. Okay, so we just need to connect to one of the data center. Let me just do like this. AWS Sydney. Technically, we call it as region here. Okay, Sydney region, let's say data center. Okay, so this can be the data center in Sydney. So it will center. I just want to show you physically how big they will be. Okay, so what we did here, we have just connected to the Sydney data center. Now see here, my friend, what are services here? There are different services you can see. VPC is a service that is related with computer networks. EC2 is a service that is related with servers. RDS is a service that is related with database. Route 53 is a service that is related with DNS. S3 is a service that is related with storage. CloudWatch is a service that is related with monitoring. SNS is a service that is related with notifications. Directory service is a service that is related with Active Directory. Every service has a particular role to play. So we need to learn services one by one. Okay. Obviously, the most important service is EC2 here. That is called Elastic Cloud Compute. By using this EC2 service, you can create a server. But you know, when you create a EC2, we'll be using VPC here. We can be using S3, SNS, CloudWatch, Route 53, directory service. So we are simply not learning only one service here, right? We are learning many services. Okay. Let me just go and create a server now. I'll go to this EC2 here. And I will say launch instance. Can you see here launch instance in orange color? A virtual server is known as an instance here. See what it says here? Amazon EC2 allows you to create virtual machines or instances that runs on the AWS cloud. So simple, my friend, right? So what I'll do here, I'll just enter a name. Let us say test Linux server. In coming classes, I will show you Linux servers as well as Windows servers. AWS Linux, Ubuntu, Microsoft, Red Hat. We will see different operating systems here, friends. We are not, going with only one OS. We'll go with different operating systems. Fine. Then come down, select your operating system that you have already selected. And then there is something called key pair. I'm selecting some key pair here. Networking settings. I'll be selecting some networking settings. I'm not explaining anything to you as of now. I cannot explain anything to you as of now because this networking settings will take at least 1 week for me to complete, or more than 1 week actually. Fine. So I'm just trying to show you how easy it is to launch a server. Okay. Then, some security group firewalls. It will take at least 3 classes for me to complete this security group. That is a firewall. Okay. I'm just using the default firewall. Storage, like I said, it will take at least 1 week for me to complete the storage. So I will not do anything here. But what I'll do here is, see what it says here, number of instances. It is asking me, okay, you have selected Linux operating system, but now tell us how many servers you want. 1, 2, 20, 200. If I say 200, you know what happens now? In next couple of minutes, 200 servers will be created for me. How many servers? 200 virtual servers will be created. So within 3 to 4 minutes, I can create 200 servers for my company. If you go and take the physical server here, my friend, to bring 200 servers, maybe we need to spend nearly 2 weeks. Bring them physically, connect them, install the OS, configure, Okay, we should do all these activities. So it may take like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But in cloud, how much time it is taking now? Within 2 to 3 minutes. So normally we take at least 5 minutes to take a coffee, right? Coffee or tea. It will take at least 5 minutes. But here in cloud, within 2 minutes, we can create 200 servers. Such a great offer here, right? So what I'll do here is, instead of creating 200 servers, I'll go with like 3 servers. I'm saying I need totally 3 servers. And I'll say launch instance here. So once I say launch instance, you know what happens now? 3 servers will be created here. Can you see here successfully initiated launch of instances? Go to these instances here. You can see 3 servers coming here. Test Linux server. Let's say 1. Test Linux server 2. And test Linux server 3. And can you see here? It is showing the state as running, running, running. I am sitting in Hyderabad. I have connected to the Sydney region and I am running 3 servers there. This is so smooth and so simple. This is your cloud. We can simply run our servers at any location. And in this server, what we can do? We can run our application. And if you want to get some storage, can you see here there is a storage option? I can add more storage there. This is what we need to learn. We need to learn security part, networking part, storage part, monitoring part. This is what we need to learn as a cloud administrator here, friends. Okay, fine. Let me do one thing. Out of these 3 servers, I will connect to one of these server. How I'm connecting, what I'm using, that is not the business for today. I'll just show you how to connect. That's it. So see, I'll say connect here. There is something called SSH client here. I'll copy something here. Then I'll go here. I'll say git bash here. Paste. I'll just say S. Sydney. Yeah, we are in Sydney, right? Okay, it has deleted some files here. Let me just go back again to the console. So let me just go to this connect SSH client. And where is my folder? This is the batch I have completed yesterday, actually. Not yesterday, last Saturday. Okay, so I have deleted all the files. Okay, no issues. I'll do one thing. Let me just check where is the other location here. Yeah, this is the location. So I'll just go and say git bash here, paste. See, if you know anything about Linux here, my friend, you know where exactly I am now. Can you see a root? And can you see some IP address 172.16.10.244? You know where is this IP 172.16.10.244? This is the IP address we have on this second server. Can you see? 172.16.10.244. Actually, I have connected to the Linux server. I am inside this Linux server. I have created a Linux server. I have connected to this Linux server. Now, can you please tell me any command from Linux if you know anyone? This is a Linux server which is running in Sydney. I am sitting in Hyderabad. So just try to tell me any command that you know from Linux so that I can execute here and I can show you that particular command.
PWD.
PWD. PWD. Print working directory. Where I am working now? Root. There is one more command here like who am I? Who am I? I am the root user. Let me create a file here. Cat, let's say cloud. Cloud computing is present and future. Good luck. Done. See, when I say ls now, what happens? A file is created with the name cloud. Okay. Okay, I'll go with the command ls-l. ls-l. See, you can see the file name with the name cloud. When it is created, August 3. Today is the date, right? So just now it is created. Who created this file? Root user created this file, and there are some permissions. So what I did now, I just created a Linux server in cloud. I have just connected to the Linux server. Now I'm working inside this Linux server. I have executed some commands here. I have created one file with the name cloud. You can see the file here. If you want to open this file at any time, you can just say cat cloud. See, this is your file. Cloud computing is the present and future. Good luck. See here, my friend, this is so simple and so easy, right? Launching a server and connecting to the server is so easy. Creating a storage and storing the data in the storage is so easy. We have many options here. We have something called load balancer. Okay, we have something called auto scaling, security, EBS, images, instances. There are different options available here. So cloud computing is a concept where we can take the data center of Amazon and we can store our data in Amazon data center. We can take the data center of Amazon and we can run our applications in the Amazon data center. So there is no need for me to manage the data centers locally. Physical troubleshooting, physical connections, okay, maintenance, power backup, okay, and cooling system, bringing the devices like servers, routers, switches, firewall, storage. I will not do any of these things, my friend. What I do, I just connect to cloud. I just connect to Amazon cloud or Microsoft cloud, Google cloud, whatever cloud. I just connect to my cloud. I will run my application there on that particular cloud. I will store my data on that particular cloud. So life is so easy for companies now. You know, if I go back in history, when I started my career way back in 2006, 2007, it was a challenging task for companies to establish a data center. You know, making a data center is never an easy task. We need to bring different people together, different teams together, different devices together, and we need to run, we need to make everything from scratch. We need to build the network from scratch. If everything is fine, everything is fine. But you know, networks can give problem at any given time. Okay, I'm not saying there will not be any problem in the cloud. There will be a problem in the cloud. Let me just show you one thing here first. So this is some network here, and that person is troubleshooting. What you see in the backside, you can see this is one rack. How many devices you can see here? Let's say approximately 20 devices are here. Okay, how many racks? Totally 5 racks. So there are totally 100 devices. But in these 100 devices, we have servers, routers, switches, firewalls, storage. We have different devices. Now he's trying to troubleshoot something. Okay, so making this local data center and managing this local data center was never a easy task. We used to start everything from scratch, from the basics, from the connections. Let me show you one more image here. We used to start everything from these basics, cabling, switching, and all those things. Then we used to build the network. So it was indeed a very difficult task. And like I said, I'm not saying then there will not be issue in the cloud. But you know, my friend, issues will be there in cloud. But as a user or as a client, I'm not worried about those issues because AWS people have their own team to troubleshoot those issues. Now, I'll ask a very simple question. Tell me, when was the last time you faced issues accessing the Gmail server or Google server? Just think. I'm using Gmail services from the year 2004, 19 years. I don't remember a scenario or a situation where I was not able to access the Gmail service. My Gmail account. Okay, for some reason there was no internet connection. There is no power supply. So that's a different issue, right? But when was the last time the Gmail server was down? In my 19 years experience, I have never seen a scenario where the Gmail server was down. Okay. Does it mean Gmail server never went down anytime? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say here is Gmail people are having servers in different locations. So if one server is down, automatically you will be redirected to the different server. So as an end user, I will not see any downtime here. As an end user, I will not feel any difficulty here. That is what I'm trying to explain here. So cloud is such a way that, downtimes will be there for sure. But, as a client or as a user, you will not face any difficulty there. This is the beauty of cloud. Companies like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. If I name these three companies, what are these companies? Amazon, Microsoft, Google. There are many more cloud providers, but can you please tell me any company that you think is bigger than these three companies? I don't think there can be any company which is bigger than these three companies, right? Amazon is the #1 cloud provider. Microsoft is the #2 cloud provider. Google is the #3 cloud provider. If these three companies are providing cloud computing, just imagine how big is cloud computing, how important is cloud computing for today's world. Every business is connected to cloud. We people, we are not having any company, right? We are not say working in a company, if we are not owning any company, but every day we connect to cloud. As of now, at this particular moment, every person is connected to cloud. Without cloud, we cannot imagine internet. Without cloud, we cannot imagine emails. Without cloud, we cannot imagine bank transactions. Without cloud, we cannot imagine any messages. Everything is literally on cloud. Okay. Exactly. Azure is a product of cloud. Microsoft people, they call it as Azure. Amazon people, they call it as AWS, Amazon Web Services. Google people, they call it as GCP, Google Cloud Platform. But at the end of the day, everything is cloud. So if you know AWS, you can learn Azure by yourself, Google by yourself. It's not like you need to go and learn Microsoft Azure again. Amazon Web Services, if you complete your Amazon Web Services, Azure, you can learn by yourself. Practically, a bit changes will be there, but theoretically, most of the concepts will be same. Most of the services will be same. Fine. This is what cloud computing is all about, my friend. Cloud computing is a platform where a company can connect to the data center of Amazon and they can store their data and they can run their applications there. This is what a company needs to run their business. Every business is on internet today, and every business, they need some space to store data and some space to run application, some servers to run application. So all these things we can take from cloud. So just now I took how many servers? I took 3 servers from Amazon people, and these 3 servers are running in Sydney. And suppose I don't want 2 servers now. What I can do? I can just select these 2 servers. I can just go and say like terminate. My work is over. I'm terminating these servers. Job done. So simple to take servers, so simple to access them, so simple to work on them, and so simple to terminate. This is the beauty of cloud. So I don't think you will see any company across the globe where at least partially, if not completely, at least partially they are not connected to cloud. There are many companies which are completely on cloud, but there will be some companies which are managing the data centers locally and partially they will be connecting to the cloud. So see here what I did here. I just terminated both the servers. Job done. Fine. This is your cloud computing, my friend. I just want to say one thing before I take questions from you. If you have already decided to go with cloud computing, I always say this. If you have already decided to go with cloud computing, from which background you are coming, it doesn't matter. BCom, BSc, MBA, BTech. In BTech, let's say civil engineer, mechanical engineer, IT engineer. Okay. Whichever background you are coming from, my friend, there is absolutely no need for you to worry because cloud is open for all. Today, everyone is at the equal stage. How much you can add to your cloud, how much you can gain knowledge in cloud, it's up to you. So there is absolutely no need for you to worry about whether you can make a career in cloud or not. Any background doesn't matter, you can learn. Like, yesterday I said, right, in a joking way, I said, like, if someone is a MBBS doctor, they can start a career in cloud. I'm 100% right there, actually. Okay, so cloud is open for all, and this particular course is designed in such a way that, it will be benefited for everyone. Okay, so I am open here for you, friends, and I'm getting some questions here, like I'm working in a testing domain. If I will learn AWS cloud, can I get cloud computing job as a fresher? Exactly. Again, I'm saying fresher is a fresher. You should get a job as a fresher that is better for you. Freshers will get less responsibility so that you have more time to learn and gain more knowledge. Okay, maybe some salary will be less for a fresher. See, not only in cloud, if you're a doctor and if you're a fresher, you will get less salary. See, have you ever seen a doctor who is a fresher who just completed his MBBS and he's directly doing some surgery there? No, right? A doctor, a person who just finished the MBBS, maybe what he will do? He will just check your sugar level. He will just check your blood pressure. He will just check your, what do you say, the weight and some other things, right? A senior doctor will be doing surgeries and all those things. A junior doctor will have some limited, work there. Same thing here, my friend. As a fresher, we have limited responsibilities. Okay, there is one more question here, like any real-time projects at the end of the course. See here, friends, whenever we do anything, let me just show you how I conduct classes here. If I go with my existing batch, let's say 10 a.m. batch, every class I need to make it as a scenario-based class. Like, for example, if I go with this security group class, I need to make scenario here. Everything, every topic I need to take as a project. This is some project for you. This is some real-time project. We are allowing something, we are denying something. So every session will be there as a scenario-based session and as a project-based session. Okay. What kind of job profile? What I understood from this question here is, maybe you are asking about what job profile you can apply after completing this course. You can apply for a cloud administrator job, practitioner, associate level. So this course is designed for people who want to start their career in cloud. This course is designed according to the company's requirement. Job oriented course. This is a course that is designed for people who want to get a job in cloud. Okay, job oriented course will be there. Here we'll be learning the theoretical part of a service, practical part of a service, and we'll be implementing all these things according to a particular scenario. Okay, Vishal is asking a question like, what about my 4.8 years of experience for testing? See, Vishal, you can take your 4.5, 4.8 years of experience in testing as a company's experience. The real-time experience. You cannot take that experience as your cloud experience. Testing was a different field, cloud is a different field, right? You cannot say like, I have 5 years of experience in testing, so can you please take me as 5 years of experience guy in cloud? That's not possible, my friend. That experience will count. Only a company can feel like you have the industry experience. You have the, working experience in a company, but that cannot be counted as a cloud experience, my friend. Okay, are we going to get the recordings? And if the recordings is there, will it be for lifetime? See, my friend, recordings will be provided to you for sure, and recordings will be there with you for 12 months. You know what you should do? Come to class every day. Plus, after the class, just go through this recording at least once. That's more than enough. I will try to keep sessions like a movie. Have you ever watched a movie like 20 times? Once you watch a movie, like, okay, what is there in the movie? If it is very interesting or if there is something you have missed, then you will go and watch it again, right? So lifetime is too much, my friend. Lifetime means, every year some changes will be happening. So what we are conducting today, August 2022, maybe in August 2024, some changes will be there. So 12 months is more than enough for your recording sessions, my friend. That is more than enough. Do we need any programming or coding? No, there is no need for you to know any programming or coding. Absolutely no. Okay. Do freshers have requirements for AWS cloud? Of course, I'll be getting this question again and again. I know this. Freshers are needed in cloud. A company cannot pay like 2 lakh rupees for an experienced person every month. They need people who can work on 40,000 rupees per month because they have some limited work to do. They are freshers. I always say this. Every person who is an experienced person today was a fresher at some time. Okay. Is there any class at 10 a.m.? No, Ajay, there is no class at 10 a.m. I have already started class like 1 month before. As of now, this is the only class, 8 a.m. class. I have experience, I have career gap. So by learning AWS, is it good for me to start? Of course. Whatever gap you have, you can, fill that gap. I'll explain in coming classes how to fill that particular gap. But yes, AWS is a good start for anyone who has gap or who has just completed the college. How much a fresher makes in AWS? It depends on the company, my friend. One person can make 25,000 as a fresher. One person can make 65,000 as a fresher. It all depends on the company. Like, I'm in Hyderabad. Biryani is quite famous in Hyderabad. Biryani price is not same everywhere, right? If you go to a small restaurant, maybe they will offer you biryani in 150 rupees. If you go to a very big restaurant, they will offer you biryani in 350 rupees. So it depends on your, company where you're joining. Okay, so as a fresher, whatever you get, you should take that actually. The thing is, the real game begins once you complete your 12 months or 18 months of working. Then the real game begins actually for you. Exactly. This batch is between 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay. Okay, fine. Duration. Vishal, I'll come to your question about certifications within a couple of minutes. Okay, so let me just write down the details of this batch. Time is between 8 to 9 a.m. 9:95 a.m. At least 60 to 70 minute session will be there. Duration 45 to 50 days. Okay. Fee will be, I'm not sure why they are charging only this much, but this is a fee. 5,000 Indian rupees. Okay. Recordings will be provided for sure. I'll share documents. I'll show you where are the documents available and interview questions and answers. I'll be sharing all these things from my side. Okay. And every day running notes will be there. I'll be sharing all the running notes. There only I need to create some project. I need to create some, scenario. Then I need to show you like, how to do that particular configuration. So how long the course will take and what is the duration? I hope I have answered this question here. So 45 to 50 days and recordings will be there. Documents will be provided for you. I'll show you where are the documents and I'll show you where are the interview questions. And fee is like this much. Recordings you can get for like 12 months. And like I said, 12 months is too much. After 3 to 4 months, you will not go through these recordings again because once you know the concept, you will not go through the recording again, right? So I'll make sure attend the class regularly. That is the first thing. Please just go through the recorded session again. That is done. That is more than enough for you to understand the concepts of cloud. So it's up to me like how I'll be presenting the things. It's my responsibility to present things in the simple and the easy way. So this will be the thing. What is the best time on weekend? Weekend, I'm not taking batch, my friend. Weekend, I have to live my life. You should live your life as well on weekend. So the best time will be on weekdays. Some Saturdays, I may take a batch, at least the morning batch, but Sundays, no class. How long the app trial will be allowed to work? App trial means you're asking about the AWS account, Rajiv. If that is your question, then it is free for 1 year. It is free for 1 year. Every year you can create your account. I have created many accounts till now. I'm using cloud for many years now, so I have created many accounts. So every year the account will change. So within like 4 months also, if you have to make a new account, you can make a new account. How to make your account? Again, there is a separate class for that. We will see how to make your account there. Okay. And I got a question here, like what certification is recommended for this course? There are two major certifications: AWS practitioner, AWS solution architect. So my suggestion will be better go with this AWS practitioner. Do not put too much pressure on yourself. Do not try to get too much salary in first month. Money is money. Financially, if you're getting more money, that's great. But if you get more money, you are getting more responsibility. Company will expect a lot from you. So just try to go in an easy way. See, you're not making a AWS career or a cloud career only for 6 months or 1 year, my friend. This career is for rest of your life. So plan, in the best way possible. Just try to go as a fresher. Take more time in getting the knowledge on different services, different, practical things of different services, and you'll be in a better position of like at least 18 months to ask a salary in a company. So just go in a simple and easy way. Do not put pressure on yourself. Normally it's a human nature actually. People just try to put 3 years of experience, 5 years of experience. I can say 30 years of experience. But I should have that much experience also, right? So do not put too much experience there and just try to go in a simple and easy way. Cloud is the present, and when I say cloud is the future, this is for rest of your life. Cloud is for rest of your life. For next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you can see yourself working in cloud or the technologies that are related with cloud. So just try to go as a fresher, my friend, and make things easier for yourself and get some experience, and then it's all yours. You can ask money, you can ask the packages from the companies. Okay, let me just go there and delete the server. And I'm still here for your questions here, friends. The session is done for today, and tomorrow we'll be having a last session, and I'll just try to do some basic things tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow is the last basic session. And like I said, this link will be available for tomorrow also. After tomorrow, they will change the link and you need to register to continue with these classes. Okay, there is a question here. By doing this course, are we able to prepare for solution architect as well? Exactly. See, Nikhil, this is a course we have designed for job. There are two different things. This is a course we have designed for jobs, interviews, jobs, and all those things. Getting the certification is a different game. Getting the certification is altogether a different ball game. I think you have not started. Most of you don't know anything about AWS. I can challenge you, my friend. In next 10 days, you can become AWS certified person. Without learning the course also, you can become AWS certified person. You know what I mean? Very simple. What I have to do here is, I just need to go to Google, and there is something called exam collection. There is a website called exam collection here. Go to this examcollection.com website. And can you see here Amazon? Go to this Amazon and see this is a practitioner. Click on this practitioner certificate. And can you see here? Dumps. There are certain dumps available. What are these dumps? Dumps means there will be some questions and answers available over the internet. So these questions and answers will be, we have to take these questions and answers. And once you go to the examination, in this examination, you will get same questions and same answers. So writing the examination is like someone is asking you to prepare 400 questions. And once you go to the examination, out of 400 questions, 60 to 65 questions will come. And these questions will be multiple choice question. And this is no way cheating, my friend. Every examination will be conducted like this. To write any exam, see if you go with Microsoft exams, Cisco exams, Amazon, VMware, HP, Citrix, Google, Juniper, for everything there are dumps. So writing the examination is always the easiest thing you do. Learning is a time where you need to spend more time. This is not our school or a college exam, my friend, where, teacher used to ask a question and we used to write a big paragraph as an answer. That was some other time. Online examinations are multiple choice question and answers. So whenever I say multiple choice, I can say many people are relaxed here. I can imagine that because multiple choice are much more easier to answer, right? So without learning the course, you can become a certified AWS certified person, or maybe Microsoft or Google or any other company. So certification is just a process to get your logo or to get your ID. That's it. It's not a big deal. Learning is a big deal, my friend. Okay. There is one more question here. So do you provide materials? I mean, documents or PDFs? I will provide you two types of materials here, my friend. One is the running notes that I already showed you. These are the running notes. And I will show you the authentic AWS documents from where you should read the documents. I will show you that. So that also I'll be sharing with you. And there is a question like, what version of AWS is available in market currently? There is no version here, friends. AWS is a technology which will evolve every day, every week, every month. So there are no versions there. Okay. But I hope the examination is clear. Any person can write the examination without even having the knowledge, but it's better you get the knowledge first and then go with the examination. Okay, so see here, friends, I have successfully terminated all these missions. Okay, so that was a session for today. So before I stop this session, I just want to repeat again, this was a basic session. I hope every session will be like this. I'm saying like this because, I got many questions today. Great. Every topic, I'm expecting questions like this so that I can address the questions and you'll get the better idea and the better knowledge on that particular concept. Okay, so we'll be starting everything from very basic. We will start everything from very basic and we will scratch and we'll go up to the advanced level. If you are coming from any background, please just try to keep that burden somewhere else. There is absolutely no need for you to worry. You will be starting everything from scratch and will be learning everything. And once you finish, you're eligible to get a job in most of the companies. I can say 85 to 90% companies. There are 10% companies, they will look for a person who is having 60 place in 10th, 60 place in 10 place to 60 place percentage in bachelor's or master's. There are few companies, they will search for people like this. But overall, majority of companies, they just need a person who can work on this. Okay. And one more thing before I go here, if you want to get some more details about cloud and the registration process and all those things, please try to contact on these numbers. These are the numbers we have in our DURGASOFT technologies. WhatsApp as well as call. So hopefully they will share all the details with you, how to pay the fee and how to register yourself. Like I said, tomorrow you'll get the same link, but tomorrow will be the last day for this link. After tomorrow, we will be starting the regular classes, and for regular classes, there will be a different link. So take your time, think if you're comfortable with me, if you feel like you're good for cloud, or if you're interested in cloud. Everyone is good for cloud, that is for sure. Everyone is good for cloud. Okay, so if you feel like you want to make a career in cloud, then this is the right time for you to start your career. This is the right place for you to start your career. Okay, so that's it, friends. Yeah, thank you, Kalin. So that's it for the day, friends. I'll be here for like 30 more seconds. If you have any other doubts or questions, we will say, or else we'll stop the session. And before I go there, I just want to say one thing. Please take care of your health and just try to learn a technology which is in demand. So as of now, cloud is one of the very highly rated technology. Okay, so that's it from my side here, friends. And I'll hope to see you again tomorrow in one more demo session and hopefully in the regular sessions as well. Yeah, thank you everyone and have a good day. And there is a question like how many services in this course? See, you will get a link through email, and in that link you have the course syllabus there, my friends. So we are learning many services that we need to learn to get a job. So those services will be learning. So please go through the course syllabus once. You will get the perfect idea like what services and how many services we are learning there, my friend. Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot, friends. Take care. Bye. Yeah, Adarsh, I'll be providing the documents of topics. I'll be providing documents of topics and running notes and all those things. I have to organize classes in a proper way, right? So I will show you where are the authentic documents available, the AWS documents, and then I need to provide you the running notes every day. Don't worry, classes will be very well organized, hopefully. So you will not face any difficulty in understanding the topic or, you know, learning the practicals as well. Okay, fine. So thanks again, guys. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow. Bye.